Hi, James. I'm creating content for my new design. I wanted to show you. If you want to see more about it, you can just go to my Instagram. I post them all the time. And do you like it? So let's get into it. Let's talk about noses. Black girls' noses is a matter that when I was younger, I never noticed that I had I did notice, but I didn't know it was a thing. My nose, so round, no tip, just round. And I think in my teenage years, that's when I started notice that maybe I'll look better with a tinier nose, with a tip. So let's get into it and how affect us as black girls, the matter of noses. So what is it about our noses that is not appealing? I don't really know. I feel probably like always is the beauty standards that are set in this world doesn't really, it's not like it's not appealing. I think they make us believe that it's not appealing. So yeah, it's more something about how we think than what it really is. I mean, everybody can have a ugly nose, no matter the race, but the fact that having a thick, round, wide nose is bad is something that I think has been thought. So it's not actually a reality. When I started notice these things was through magazines. When I was younger, I always used to buy a lot of magazines, Cosmopolitan, Vogue. I love it. I was addicted to it when I was like 14, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 upwards. So I noticed that all the black girls I see, apart from being skinny, they had like a very tiny nose or like pointy nose. And that's when I was like, I'll look prettier with that kind of nose. What a ridiculous statement. But yeah, that was my perception of it, thanks to society and beauty standards. And buying those magazines obviously did not help because it made me feel ugly or that I have a ugly nose. That was I've always wanted to have a piercing, but because of the belief I had that my nose does not fit for a piercing because it's too round and it's not wide, but middle wide, almost wide. So I was like, this kind of nose does not fit. Sorry, this kind of nose is not nice for a person, which is also ridiculous. If you want to get a piercing, just get it. I mean, that's how it is. But yeah, I'm just lucky that I've never been like so obsessed with surgery or stuff like that because I can assure you, if I was, I would have gotten a nose job. Thank God that I don't think like that anymore. But I've never thought of it. But I know that some people this problem keeps extending and the solution is to have a nose job, which is okay. It's fine. I mean, you do you, and if that makes you feel better and confident, makes sense. But it's something that someone has to think about it very well. We are going to talk about surgery and I'm going to show you some pictures, what I think, what how it should be. This is so wild because I used to have a best friend. Let's call her Diana. We were best friends for like 10 years, and facially she's totally different than me, obviously. And her nose, she actually had a tip, and her nose was coming out a little bit. And she used to tell us that when she was a baby, her mom used to massage her nose like this so that her nose, she's growing up, her nose will be projecting and she will not have the typical black nose. And I was like, wow. At some point, I was like, wow, I wish my parents did it to me. But no, I just think about the depth of it. Like a mom doing that to his child because she doesn't want her daughter to have like a black nose. That's sad. and painful and hurtful. But yes, that's what she told me. I truly don't believe that did any effect. I think that that nose is the nose that she's supposed to have. But they believe that thanks to the mom doing those massages when she was a baby, she was able to have that kind of nose, which I think is ridiculous. But well, you never know. I mean, I don't think there is any scientific proof that doing that to a baby will make deform their nose from how it's supposed to be. So yeah, the hatred of some kind of noses in black people is really, really, really deep, because that's the last thing I'll do to my baby when I have a baby. That's the last thing I'll think of doing. I mean, I want her to be herself, a pretty self, however God created her. I mean, health, that's the only thing matters to me. Okay, so I told you about magazines and stuff that I used to look and make me aware of my nose, because it's only nobody told me, nobody, like, it wasn't something that I was told, or I learned it myself through magazines. So I remember this video clip of Justin Timberlake. I'll put a image here, and the vixen, the main girl, she was so pretty, like so pretty, and her features were so pretty, and her nose was so pretty. So that's also one of the things. Not only Justin Timberlake's video, obviously, a lot of them, but now I can remember one vividly. It was Justin Timberlake, the girl, like she's black, but her features were like so different from mine. And that's when I realized that, oh, so this is what is considered a beautiful black girl. And the nose was one of the main things that I used to really look at. So yes, that's one of the examples how society tries to sell us how a beautiful black girl should be. So let's talk about celebrities that have gone through a nose job. So the first one that is very noticeable is Kelly Rowland. She was stunning. She still is. Like, that woman is beautiful. Her body is beautiful. Her skin is beautiful. Her voice is beautiful. We all know that. So she had a nose job, and she looks pretty good. She looks fantastic. I mean, she looked fantastic before and after. But I can understand in this industry, people getting pressure to look the best. So this nose job is very, very beautiful, but she was beautiful regardless. Another person that is stunning is Halle Berry. So Halle Berry was so beautiful, like now and before. Her nose was also like round, but it was tiny. So I think it was very cute. But yeah, like we said, society, and the results, they look amazing. They look good, but that this one is quite a difference. Like, I can see the difference between before and after, because yes, it's a totally different nose, to be honest. Okay, another girl that I used to like when I was younger, I studied fashion design, and sometimes I'll use her body for sketching. Yes, I'll use her body as template for sketching. Was Jessica White. Very beautiful lady. Black skin, beautiful, tall, busty. I mean, and she also had a nose job, but she was perfect before. I mean, I understand, and mind you, these are not like extreme cases. These are not like super wide noses or super thick noses, like something that you'll be like, okay, I can see why you went through it. No, but yes, but those cases are like, it wasn't necessary, but yes, society is, and sometimes, for you to feel better, and for you to feel like you are fitting in, and you are beautiful and all that, you go through it. So yes, Jessica White, honestly, I prefer her before. She still looks stunning, because no matter what she does, she's beautiful, but I actually prefer her before. Her nose was perfect. I mean, her nose has had angles, like it's not just round like mine. No angles, like everything is curves. Her nose actually had angles, like shape, and she went through it, and yeah, she went through it, and yeah, she looks more white. I mean, more white features. So yes, Jessica White, I prefer her before. Her nose was perfect. I mean, her nose has had angles, like shape, and she went through it, and yeah, she looks more white. I mean, more white features. So yes, Jessica White, I prefer her before. Her nose actually had angles, like shape, and she went through it, and yeah, she looks more white. I mean, more white features. So yes, now let's do the opposite. Let's talk about black girls with white beautiful noses that like I'm in love with how they look like. So the first one is this Instagram model that I'm sure that all of us have seen once before on Instagram. She's so dark and so beautiful. Her nose is not what people conceive how a black nose should be, because like we all know, a black person can have any type of nose. Always depends on where they are coming from, and also depends on heritage and all that. Some people are mixed from past generations, and that affects your physique today. Maybe you had like 5 or 6 generations before you had someone from another place, like a Caucasian person, a Caucasian um, family, or from another country. I don't know. And that affects you today. That's why, for instance, Dominicans and Black South Americans have more of sometimes have more of white features because there is mix in their lineage. I don't know if I make it sense. So yes, this model very beautiful. Her nose is pointy, like she's so beautiful. So yes, this is one of the natural noses. I think it's natural, and she's just perfect. Then Stormy, that's her name, right? Storm. This girl is so cute. Oh my god. Sometimes when the last time I watched one of our films, yes, a film like I think they kidnap her mom, I'll keep telling my fiance like, this girl is so pretty, this girl is so pretty, this girl is so pretty. Like she's so cute, and her nose is just round and wide and tiny. She's beautiful. Like it actually fits her face. She's just perfect, and she now has these eyes looking like Asian. She's just perfect. I feel like her nose matches perfectly her aesthetic. I mean, it would be sad if she wants to do a nose job. Like it's pointless because she's just perfect. Okay, Brandy. Let's talk about Brandy. Another nose that is very different and special, but it's just beautiful. Brandy's nose and Brandy's face. Brandy is beautiful. Brandy is so beautiful. She's still beautiful today. She was beautiful then. She was the it girl at some point. She still is the it girls for the 90s babies. So yes, her nose, let's say, does not fit the standard, but you can see that it actually fits her face perfectly. Like there's no need to change anything about it. This cleavage, I hope Instagram will not, sorry, I hope YouTube is not going to cancel this video. Okay, now that I've fixed my cleavage a little bit more, let's talk about, oh my god, another beauty. Another beauty. That's that's Ari Lennox, one of my favorite singers, and she's another beauty. Like her nose, she has been criticized of her nose online. My fiance's nose is also very wide, and when we saw online that people were making fun of her nose, he felt so bad because he didn't understand. That's another thing. I was born and raised in Europe, and I feel like those things are more like a thing abroad than in Africa. Like my fiance being from Africa, me too, but he was born and raised in Nigeria. He did not understand why people were making fun of her nose. It didn't make any sense to him. Like, yes, it's wide, but does it matter? So she's so beautiful. Her nose fits perfectly her face. So when we saw that people were making fun of her for her nose, we're like, that's ridiculous. And then yeah, she's so beautiful. And then I was so proud about the fact that she like, I don't know, she actually responded, and she responded with like, you guys are tripping. And that's the wonderful thing to do. Like it didn't get to her. I mean, I don't know her personally, but for her responses, it was like, you guys are not going to make me feel bad about my nose, you know? So yeah, if I see images or post or whatever about how they were making fun of her nose, I'll post it. But yes, and it's so sad because oh my god, have you guys seen this face? She's just perfect. Oh my god. Okay, then while editing and looking for Ari Lennox um information, she said that she became more conscious about her nose when one of her friends told her to she will look better or she'll be more successful if she does a nose job. And please, let's not be that friend. Let's not be that friend. If your girlfriend is beautiful, just let her know all the time. And remain to, sorry, I'll write the names of the actresses on the screen because right now I can't remember. But these two actresses, I think the second one is related to Tiana, the Disney movie. I don't know. But yeah, these two actresses, this one I remember her from Tyler Perry's movies. I always thought she was stunning. And her nose is white. I know she's pretty white, but it just matches her face. It just make her beautiful, sexy. I mean, everything. And then the second actress, the same. And oh my, they're so beautiful. I don't know. What do you guys think? I feel like they are beautiful. And this is a proof that if your nose is wide or big or thick, doesn't mean you are ugly or you have an ugly nose. Like God created you like that for a reason, and it actually matches your face. I feel like it's more like taking care of yourself and be as healthy as you can be. I think that's the main thing, and your beauty will come out. So let's talk about two videos that I saw online of two black, by the way, black people that does rhinoplasty, they call them ethnic rhinoplasty. Doesn't make any sense. I mean, not only black people do rhinoplasty, Arab people does, Chinese people do. I don't know. Everyone does. So I don't know why black people they call it ethnic rhinoplasty, but yeah, that's how they call it. Let's watch the videos. Okay, I don't see any issue with this guy's nose. The guy is handsome. He has a very beautiful nose, a nose that matches his face. I mean, this boy is a cutie. So he went through rhinoplasty, and let's see how it looks like after. I'm sorry. I hope this guy never sees this video, but that rhinoplasty is. They say with time is set, but I'm sorry. You cannot convince me. This nose is the after is. And the worst part is that he had a beautiful nose already. Like when we see the second video, the girl that makes a nose job, maybe for her, I can understand why she wanted to go through it, but this, no. And the worst part is like they are trying to change your nose to another race nose, which I think that's the mistake. Because why? Why? It's like natural hair. Like I said, I've been natural for almost all my life. And the moments have not been natural. I was trying to imitate another race hair and it wasn't working. because that's not how it is. You need to do things accordingly to who you are, to make to to look beautiful. I don't know if I'm making sense. Anyways, the nose job is, I don't like it. I mean, I wanted to be more soft in this particular review, but I can't. The nose is, he wants to be something else, and the nose that they make him is like it's lifting his upper lip, and that makes him now, it's not looking like uglier than before. I don't know. It's just crazy. Okay, let's check the second video. Girl, I know she's pretty thick, and I can understand why she wants to go through it. And the results, I don't like them. Again, they're trying to imitate another race nose, and that's what I think the problem is. Like, surgeons are doing nose jobs to black people, trying to copy white features, and I feel like that's the main problem. And I don't know what is it about this part of the nose. Do they call it bridge? They'll make it so thick and so squarish, and I don't know, it's just so artificial. I mean, if you want to go through a nose job or rhinoplasty, make your research, look very well who can do a nose to you that it still makes you look like you, like enhance, not like, and I don't know, look, not changing your face. I mean, I have some pictures also of nose jobs that I think that's how it should be if a black person wants to make a nose job. Okay, so the first picture, you can see that the girl has not changed much. I feel like she had like a bump, and they softened that. And then the second picture is like the girl's nose was very flat, and they projected it a little bit more. I mean, they still look the same. Like, the nose is still kind of the same. It's just a little touch up. I feel like that's how it should be. Like, you still have your nose, but just touching up, like fixing a little bit what the problem is. So, like, now we are seeing this man, his nose was very, not very, his nose was thick, and just made it a little bit narrower, but the shape of the nose is still the same, his looks is still the same. That's like it, he has harmony. They're not, he still has a black nose. So I feel like that should be the point if you do a rhinoplasty to a black person. And the last picture, yeah, the same. They made like more of a tip to him, and it still looks like his nose has not changed so much. They did not do like a Caucasian nose to him. So yes, babes, that's it. This is my thoughts about black people's nose, and I hope to see you soon, and thank you so much for watching.